Hello, my homies. OneSmartCat doing some Spellslingers, and I have another Kiora deck today, but I'm pretty excited about this one. So first and foremost, you need to know how to play the game to use this Kiora deck, and more than that, more than just knowing how to play the game, you need to understand the game. Like, you need to know what meta decks are happening right now. You need to know what all the cards do. This is kind of more of a big brain deck. This isn't a brain dead bullshit deck where you just put out cards and then you win. No matter what cards you put out, you just put them out and you win. This is very much so the opposite of that. This deck uses a lot of draft cards, and it uses the draft cards in order to find answers for whatever situation is going on in the game. Excuse me. You're looking to find answers. I'm just going to scroll through them. They're pretty much all draft. There is a couple of combos that I'll tell you about, but pretty much we're trying to get to Kiora's Leviathans. The Leviathans are basically going to win us the game. We can win the game before the Leviathans from different combos, such as like the Aether Figments. If you can get both of these in your hand at the same time, pretty much every other card does a draft ability. So that means you could put both of these down for free, which is really, really good. The other thing is, there's this guy right here that whenever I first saw this card, I didn't really see too much of a point in it, because you draft and then it's a +2, but it's only for the turn. So here's the thing with him. He has 5 health, 5 strength, whatever, 5 defense. So that means you can put him out on the field. You can leave him there for a little while because he can't get shocked. He can't get like immediately blown up because he has enough health to withstand that. So if you have him out on the field and on the next turn, if you're able to do 2, 3, 4 drafts, depending on what cards you have, you can get up to like a 7 or 8 or 9 that has sneak. So that's the thing with this guy. In the right situation, he can do a high bit of damage just in one attack. All the other stuff is to keep us alive by unsummoning their stuff and, drafting. The force cards are a good example of what this deck does, because you need to make decisions on whatever's happening in the game. Do you need to destroy an artifact? Do you need to destroy a flyer? Do you need to heal one of your people? This deck is heavily based on decision making, so it's you gotta think a bit. The other thing before I jump into the game is I am trying to learn how to edit my videos a bit. Like, usually my talking audio and my music audio is usually on the same track. I have those on 2 different tracks now, so hopefully that still sounds good. I'm not sure at this moment because I haven't done it yet. I'm in the presence of doing it. And also, usually whenever I do an intro, like all this stuff, the overview and all that, I go straight into the games. If the games are shit, like, I don't care about winning or losing. Like, that doesn't mean anything to me. Like, I'm pretty sure if you've seen any of my videos, you can tell I don't care about putting up videos where I lose. But I do want them to be good matches at least. And if I do my intro and then if I go into a match where the opponent doesn't do, like, they just don't play the game for 7 turns.
Hello, little friend.
Like, that's not a good match, and I don't want to put that online in a video. So shit matches like that, I'm going to try to exclude and hopefully, just provide you guys with good games. That's what I want to do. If it's a good game that I lose, I don't care. I just want it to be a good game. So we'll see how it works out. Hopefully everything comes out good. In the present time, I don't know, but hopefully everything comes out all right. All right. So when I wasn't recording, whenever I was figuring this deck out, I did get some very good games, and I was able to do some pretty interesting stuff with this deck. So we're playing a Liliana. We have to immediately assume that she is a reanimator Liliana, and that she is going to try to get a Lich as early as possible. So we need to think to ourselves, what can we do to stop her?
Hello, little friend.
Also, I typically would want to go second in these games, in any game, because this deck does not have a round 1 turn. I have no 1 mana cost cards in this game, in this deck. Let's go ahead and put him out. Get him a little bit beefier. And then because we did that, we can put him out. Still, that's a decent second turn. I also don't have a land for this deck because I haven't decided if I want to put one in. All of the lands make you lose a mana draw. And I don't want to lose any mana draws with this deck because getting to the Leviathan is pretty important for this deck, and losing a mana draw would honestly hurt. So we're gonna let that hit us. I'm probably gonna unsummon it next turn. What does it cost to put out? It costs 3 to put out, so it's gonna cost a lot of mana to put it back out. And that's what's fun about this deck. You have to think a lot. You have to actively think. So there's a conveyor, and there's the Lich. The Lich is already in her graveyard, which means we are going to hang on to this unsummon. I was going to unsummon that, but whenever she puts the Lich out, we're going to unsummon her Lich, because fuck her and fuck her Lich. Ooh, we got 2 unsummons. Never mind. Let's get 2 unsummons. And let's get her to put that back. Let's go ahead and attack. I could have saved both of those unsummons because, I mean, she's going to have another Lich. But hopefully we'll be able to draft another one. And that's the other thing that I meant whenever I was... Oh, there's a Grim. That's another thing that I meant too whenever I was talking about, like, you have to know what they're going to be doing. You have to actively understand what's happening in the game. You know what I mean? 5, and then we can do that too.
I have a riddle for you.
Pep talk wouldn't be bad, honestly. And we can use this in order to blow up our fish and get something better. Like, this is a very thinky deck. Like, you have to plan for shit. So we know that she has a Grim in her graveyard. We know that she has a Lich in her graveyard. There's her Lich. Go ahead and put that back in your hand. No, thank you. We are going to want another unsummon. go ahead and get another unsummon.
Here's my
See, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. It's you have to draft the cards that you know you're gonna need. Hey, that wasn't nice. So let's keep a couple of these unsummons. Because we know what she's actively doing, so we should keep a couple of those unsummons in our hands. And then we'll get another Reclamation too. We'll throw Reclamations in there to make sure that we can get more unsummons. The unsummons are going to be our defense against her nonsense. Because that guy's in the shadow too. That's awesome. 5, 6, 7, 8.
I have a riddle for you.
I should have put that other guy down first. Well, no, it doesn't matter. After your opponent plays a spell, add a copy to your thing. Yeah, let's do that.
It's all coming together. Here's my
So, if you don't know this about Sneak, and I'm just saying this because I didn't used to know this about Sneak, if they don't have somebody on the field who has the capability of blocking somebody in Sneak, then they keep the Sneak. And I didn't used to know that. Like, that used to freak me out whenever stop putting my people back in my deck. Because I used to have people hit me with Sneak and then they would still have Sneak afterwards and be like, what the fuck, what's going on here? Yeah, so you need to actively have somebody on the field.
pick a spell. Any spell.
Aw, you negated my spell.
Here's my
So these two guys will still have Sneak. Oh, what the fuck? This guy hacking me? What the fuck was that? What was that? Does that mean we lost connection? I guess we'll see if he takes his turn or not. No, we're still good. That was weird.
I brought backup.
That's a great counter to what she just did to us. Is she scared to put down her stuff? Does she know that I have unsummons? She's playing extremely defensively.
funeral.
Look at that guy. Go ahead and put that back in your deck. Yeah, even with the trample, we still win that one.
Good show. Here's my solution.
So that was a strange Liliana.
I'm done here.
But she got her Lich on the 3rd or 4th turn. If we didn't have the answer for that Lich, then she would have won already. But we knew that she was gonna try to get a Lich, so we actively found an answer for it. We actively found Unsummon. And that is the point of this deck. So, considering the fact that I'm gonna try to learn how to edit with this video, that's gonna be, I'm only gonna do one for right now. I am probably gonna do another video with this deck just because I do want to, like, I want to run it through some more tests. But I mean, it does work. You just have to. It's not a brain dead deck. It's a big brain deck. Like you need to think when you're using this thing. So if you want to give it a try, I'll have the deck in the description. And I mean, if you do try it, let me know how it works. And point of order, by the way, I want to say this real fast, just because this is something that I didn't know, and if I didn't know it, maybe other people don't know it. You can go to standard mode, and you can go to the training yard to put this into training mode. And then whatever your challenges are, like even your team challenge where we have to win with Jace, you can do all of this stuff in training mode. That way you don't have to worry about losing your rank. You know, like if you're a high diamond or if you're a high mythic. I mean, if you're a high diamond, high mythic, you probably already know this shit. But for other people that don't know it, like you can actively do all your challenges, including your team challenges, in that practice mode, and you don't have to worry about losing your rank. So just a little tidbit for anybody who stayed watching this video this long, because I just recently learned that. I've been playing this game for a while now. But anyway, hopefully I'll see you in another one of my videos. Wee!